Okay, let's get started. My name is Dana Rovath. I'm with Fountain Mills Functional Wellness, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can help fatigue through lifestyle changes. So, this might look familiar to some of you, and today's talk is just going to be very general talk about lifestyle changes. I could do a whole webinar on each of the areas that we're going to briefly speak about, but it'll be enough to get you started. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. So, the first is what and how you eat matters. And this is so very true. Good nutrition is necessary to get the required nutrients that you need to produce energy. And we want foods to help us, not harm us. If the foods we eat cause inflammation, that causes more harm to our body. So, always want to avoid sugar, but dairy, gluten, corn, nightshades, eggs, and others can cause inflammation in some people. Alcohol can be another big one. So we want to have a minimum of 5 to 7 servings of fruit and vegetables each day. I want to focus more on the vegetables and treating the fruit as your sugar replacement, as like candy. And want to focus on eating a variety of colors to get the most phytonutrients and the most benefit. We want to have organic, clean sources of protein, adequate amounts of omega 3s, and you can find these in cold water fish like salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts. You do want to watch where you're getting your salmon from so it's not high in mercury or other toxins. So, the second is exercise, or you can look at it as just movement. And this is one of the most, and maybe the most effective area to focus on to help reduce fatigue. It's important to prevent muscle wasting, improve our immune system, and also helps our mood and our ability to cope. And anything is better than nothing. Ideally, we'd want to incorporate aerobic strength and flexibility. However, you must start very light and slowly increase intensity over time. If you do too much, you will increase your symptoms and set yourself back. Activity can look like getting up and getting dressed each day. Can start with a walk around the house and then the block and slowly increase your speed and distance. After you're able to walk easily, then consider adding other forms of cardio like riding bikes, swimming, or low impact aerobics. Resistance exercises should be done with light weights, and this will help your muscle tone but also help increase your endurance. And flexibility can help decrease joint or muscle pain. The third way to help is reducing your stress, and you want to find ways to manage your stress. It's unrealistic to get rid of stress completely. It'd be lovely, but just can't happen. So, stress makes fatigue worse, and our fatigue causes more stress, both emotionally and physically, and it just snowballs on itself. So, to help our body heal, we need to find ways to help our body rid the stress. So, find something that works for you and do it every day. Doesn't have to be long or in depth. Start with even a few minutes a day. So, some examples are meditation, prayer, journaling, affirmations, deep breathing, guided imagery, singing, walking, petting animals, being in nature, or anything else that brings you joy. For me, my happy place, I like to be in the sauna, and that just really helps decrease inflammation in the body as well as help with stress. It's got a lot of good benefits. It's good to avoid people and situations that bring you stress when you're able to. And emotional stress affects your cortisol reserves in your adrenal glands, and that takes away from your daily energy allowance. We only get so many spoons, I call it spoons of energy each day. And it's good to surround yourself with people that are understanding of what you're going through and are willing to help you when you need it. If chronic stress has been an issue for you, you may want to consider having blood work to test your thyroid, cortisol, and hormones like DHEA and pregnenolone. And consider professional counseling for any emotional concerns you may have. A support group can be of tremendous benefit to you as well. gives you someone to connect with that's having similar issues, and you can learn tips to help you on your journey. Number 4 is sleep. And difficulties with sleep can be an underlying cause to fatigue, but also can worsen your fatigue. So, want to focus on our sleep hygiene to have better sleep habits. So, hopefully, you'll get better sleep. So, you want to do nothing in the bedroom except sleep and sex. No TV, reading, working, nothing. Want to avoid intense exercise if you're even able to do intense exercise at this point, 4 to 5 hours before you want to go to bed. Want to avoid caffeine and alcohol, also 4 to 5 hours before bed. It's best not to eat within 3 hours of going to bed, and you want to decrease your quantities of liquid before bedtime so you're not having to get up through the night multiple times. And it's good to set a regular schedule to go to bed and to wake up. Keep it the same every day. If you're unable to fall asleep, leave the room and start a quiet activity that isn't engaging. And only go back to bed when you feel sleepy. Keep your bedroom a cooler temperature with good ventilation. Keep the bedroom dark. You want to minimize light from your windows, clocks, night lights, etc. And to keep bedroom quiet or use white noise in the background. For me, I really like a white noise machine that really just helps me sleep sounder. And think about pets. They can disrupt your sleep. Air filters or nose strips can be helpful if you have allergies or difficulty breathing through your nose. And if you suspect you might have sleep apnea, you should get a sleep study. To help fall asleep at night, you can try an Epsom salt bath or can take melatonin 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Oral magnesium can also be helpful, and you want to titrate that up to bowel tolerance. If you start getting loose stools, you know you're taking too much magnesium. If you are often wide awake in the middle of the night, you may need a small snack with protein and healthy fats before bed. This keeps your blood sugar from tanking in the middle of the night. This would be the only time that you'd want to eat within that time period that we talked about before. So number 5 is relaxation. And rest is typically the best therapy. Listen to your body when it tells you to rest. This will allow your body to heal more quickly. You only have so much energy to use each day, your spoons. And trial and error helps us to know when to stop or when we have pushed ourselves too far. It's best to push just short of your limit, but to stay within your limit. So those are the 5 lifestyle factors, just briefly, that you want to focus on as you're working through your fatigue. And in my program, we work through all those lifestyle factors together, but we also dig deeper to help your body correct underlying imbalances. Our goal is to get to the root causes. And these can be found through specialized testing like a CSAP, which is a stool test, organics, which is a urine test for organic acids, tells us how our metabolites in our body on a cellular level are working. A Dutch test, which tells us our hormones, and DNA and other tests. So thank you for joining me. And if you're interested in learning more or working with me, please head to the Fountain Mills Functional Wellness Facebook page or website for the link to schedule a free consultation call. I look forward to speaking with you soon and hope you have a great rest of your day.